Hello everyone! Greetings from Kharkov, Ukraine. My name is Svetlana Mucha and I'm the leading matchmaker and dating coach at Diolli.com. Today I would like to discuss with you the right reasons why some exceptional Ukrainian ladies are open to international dating. And the right reason, number one, why some exceptional Ukrainian ladies are looking for international dating, why they are open to date a foreign gentleman, is the reason she's very romantic and adventurous, which means simply meeting someone who works in the same office building as she does is not romantic enough for her. But in the case when the gentleman is actually crossing the ocean to meet her, this gives this meeting additional appeal, additional anticipation, so of course the level of romance is increasing rapidly, and such ladies, they are simply craving romance. Of course, the distance builds additional anticipation and excitement, but at the same time it increases the level of expectations regarding the date. A very romantic and adventurous lady will find it extremely romantic to Skype all night with her love interest and to fly to another country or to another city to meet him. For such a lady, every meeting with her love interest will be extremely romantic, and such ladies, they are simply craving romance. Second, she is truly open-minded and curious. For such a lady, dating someone who lives in the same city and speaks the same language, likes the same food, is too predictable and too simple. But if she starts dating a gentleman who represents another culture, she can learn a lot not only about this gentleman, but also about his country and about his culture. She can get acquainted with a new cuisine, she can get acquainted with new holidays, and she can implement all this new knowledge into her everyday life. 3. She loves traveling and learning foreign languages. Traveling is a truly important part of international dating, because two people will have to see each other multiple times in person to build a healthy, lasting relationship, which means they will travel back and forth or they will meet at neutral territory. And also they can really help each other to master each other's language, and if a person is fond of learning foreign languages, learning from the native is a good idea. One of our female clients is now happily married to our ex-male client, and they live in Japan, in Tokyo. And our male client, he's a Chinese man, but he lives in Tokyo, Japan. This lady, she was already fluent in English when she has just met her now husband, but she had to start learning both Chinese and Japanese to adjust better in the new country of living and to communicate with the family of her husband. So for her it is a romantic adventure and it is an interesting challenge to master these foreign languages. 4. She is cosmopolitan and well acquainted with other cultures. For example, she is working for an international company and all her colleagues and friends are representative of other cultures, or her close family member or her close friend is married to someone who is from a foreign culture and country, or maybe her parents represent different cultures and she was brought up in this international environment. So of course such a lady, she will be looking for a like-minded gentleman who just like her believes that all borders are just in your head. As you can see, international dating is definitely not for everyone. Not all people find it attractive to constantly learn new things, and if you date someone who represents another culture, you will have to constantly learn new things about his culture, and you will have to adjust to this new culture all the time. And also you will have to teach your partner their aspects, peculiar aspects of your culture. And some people will find it exhausting to learn all the time. The majority of ladies would actually prefer to date someone who represents the same culture, who was brought up in the same culture, listening to similar music, who speaks the same language. For them, it is something they know and understand. To be honest, not all singles are willing and open and actually capable of embracing the new culture. But still, we believe that international couples have so much more fun and their kids are the cutest. Many men choose international dating for all the wrong reasons. Usually they fall for these cliches that Ukraine is the country of really desperate hot supermodels who will basically date anyone because they desperately want to leave the country, because we don't have enough men here, and those men that we have, they drink vodka, play balalaika, and they don't have jobs. Of course, there are many other crazy excuses why a Ukrainian lady should be desperate enough to date someone who is 15 or 20 years older than she is, We know that all these stereotypes are fake and we are not going to discuss them. We have discussed them in plenty of videos already. For sure, if we are speaking about a tiny town or a very small village, the pool of candidates there and a pool of job opportunities will be really limited there, but it happens in all countries. It's not only about Ukraine. But if we are talking about middle-sized towns and especially about big cities, of course it would be crazy to assume that we don't have enough gentlemen there. International dating is definitely not for everyone, and people should have a very specific mindset to be looking for international dating and to be able to be happy in international relationship and really enjoy these differences that they will face in international relationship. And of course, I'm talking right now not only about gentlemen but also about ladies. So when some gentlemen suggested to us in the comments below our videos or in their emails that we just go and recruit by the universities or in gyms, it brings a smile to my face and it makes our recruiters laugh. Once I have watched a video by a blogger who out of a sudden has decided to become a matchmaker, and not just a matchmaker but an international matchmaker, so that he would introduce singles worldwide. And in his videos, he has claimed that he will introduce his clients only to his female friends because, in his opinion, he can prove this way that these females are decent. Well, I believe it is a must that all members of the matchmaking database are decent. I doubt it that any professional matchmaker would like it to add some nutcases into his or her base. But when we are talking about international dating, it is crucially important to think, first of all, if this lady is truly open to date a foreign gentleman, if she is open for all the right reasons. We conduct some local matchmaking as well, and we have a big database of ladies who are open to date only locally. And trust me, this is a different type of clientele, different type of ladies. Regarding friends, I have a big circle of acquaintances and of course many readers of my book and our blogs, and myself, our psychologist Alessia, our team of Cupids. We constantly meet ladies. We talk to them on phone, we talk to them on Zoom, we meet in our office, we go out for lunches, we go out to have coffee. And before COVID, we were hosting multiple events for ladies, big events, smaller events in the office, because we want to get to know the ladies better and we want to understand what type of men they want to meet, what are their expectations regarding their life partners. But this doesn't mean that every woman I meet or I know is a good candidate for international dating. I have a close friend in Kiev. She's 31 years old. She is successful professionally. She is well educated, well traveled, accomplished. She is beautiful. She is fluent in English. She is truly sophisticated. She is the type of the lady many men would want to date. But I would never ever introduce her to my international male client. Why? First of all, because she is not attracted to the mindset of Western men or Arabic men or Chinese men. She is attracted to the mindset of Ukrainian men, or better to say, to Ukrainian men with an entrepreneurial mindset. And also, she is really fond of her career in Kiev right now, so I understand perfectly well that within the next 7 to 8 years, she will not leave Kiev. And maybe in 7 to 8 years, when she has accomplished in her career everything that she wanted, she changes her mind. I don't know that. But to put my male client right now in the position when he is meeting someone who will never relocate or who will never appreciate him truly, I believe it is not a good idea. For sure, I can introduce her to some of my Ukrainian male clients once I get a male client who is looking for her type and if the gentleman matches her type of a man. But by the logic of some dating gurus, I have to persuade her and ladies like her to go out on dates with foreign gentlemen just because foreign gentlemen are attracted to her type, because they want to date someone beautiful, someone never married, someone who speaks English, someone who is sophisticated, someone who doesn't have kids from previous marriage, etc. And such logic will only cause disappointment and waste precious time both of the lady and the gentleman she is meeting. Why? Simply because she is not looking for a foreign gentleman, because she is not attracted to his mindset and she finds mindset of Ukrainian men more appealing. So when foreign gentlemen claim that they just can meet someone in the street in Ukraine, I usually smile to this statement. Of course, there is always the chance if you're handsome and you speak Russian, and sometimes even if you speak English, to meet someone in the street, but the chances that this acquaintance will have a long-term perspective are very slim, because it will be very similar to buying a lottery ticket or to gambling in Vegas. You will have to invest lots of time and effort and, yes, money before you win the jackpot, if you win the jackpot. The trick with international dating is truly to find like-minded singles. If you believe there are plenty at paper-letter dating sites, well, you are just naive. Just yesterday on Instagram I have received a job proposal to smile for the camera for 10 cents per minute to foreign gentlemen who are looking for a Ukrainian bride. Can we put the biggest facepalm here, Sasha? And you know what? I believe some students who came to big cities from really small towns and villages and who do not have a scholarship, they can accept such a job proposal. Now you know why you can see many girls in their late teens and early 20s at multiple paper-letter dating sites, while in many videos I tell you that usually girls of this age group do not join matchmaking services while they are not interested in serious relationship yet and they are too busy dating boys from their schools. Of course, there can be exceptions to every rule, but you have to understand that such exceptions are extremely rare, and I really love this song by Muse. They have this line there that shame on you for thinking you are an exception. Guys, I hope it was useful to you, and I hope now you understand better the true value of the professional matchmaking service. I want to wish you lots of love and luck in your love search. Svetlana Mukha for Diolli.com with love.